Meltdowns, frustration, endless practice sessions. If you're a parent who's struggling with speech, you know how overwhelming it can feel. You've done the therapy appointments, the at-home drills, and maybe even tongue-tie or lip-tie procedures, and yet the words aren't coming the way you'd hoped. That was the story for Maya, a sweet 5-year-old girl we met here at Cairo House. Her mom told us she'd been in speech-language pathology for over a year, but feels like they're spinning the wheels. She's worked so hard, but the progress is slow. When Maya came in, the sounds she could form were very few and far between, but putting together in words was even more tough. She gets frustrated, she shuts down, she has meltdowns. Her mom had this feeling in her gut that there was something deeper going on, and she was right. Here's what most parents don't get told. Speech isn't just about the mouth, the tongue, and the muscles surrounding. Speech is actually a 3-step neurological process. First, the brain has to receive the input, like hearing or sensory signals. Then it has to process and integrate all of that, coordinating that with timing, rhythm, and motor planning. Only after that, then it sends signals out to the speech muscles so your child can actually speak. Most therapies focus almost entirely on that last output. But if the nervous system isn't working well for those first 2 steps, no matter how many drills, the therapies will not fully stick. When we scanned Maya at our Insight technology, we saw that her nervous system was under a lot of stress, especially in the brainstem and that upper cervical area. This stress disrupts the communication pathways needed for speech. One of the biggest players here is the vagus nerve. It helps control the vocal cords, breathing, swallowing, and even emotional regulation. But when it's under stress, kids can't access that calm, coordinated state they need to learn and use speech effectively. So instead of piling on more and more practice, we helped Maya's nervous system reset. With gentle, tailored adjustments from her scans, her brain and her body began to coordinate better. And then something amazing happened. After a couple months of care in our office, her mom became in beaming and said, "It's like a switch has flipped." She started using her own words. She's actually excited to try and talk now. Now, this isn't trying to replace speech-language pathology or any other therapies out there. It's about making it finally work the way it should by addressing the root cause of nervous system dysregulation. So if this sounds familiar, if your child is plateauing in therapy, or you just feel in your gut that there's something deeper going on, we'd love to connect. Send us a DM, click our link in our bio, learn more about how we use Insight scans here at Cairo House. There are answers, and there is so much hope out there for your child's voice to shine through.